originally from Mexico, up in
No.
the Chicago area. He's a dominating force in Chicago. If you come through there, we're going to go right into this guy, Marco Marquez.
Yeah, stop him.
Hey, Mike. Doing that?
No.
Just coming from the finals of the winners bracket. This is Earl Strickland from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the five-time U.S. Open champion. Nine-time man. Come on, give it up for these guys. Anybody else coming up?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hello. My name is Joe Kerr. Welcome to Whirlpool.com production of the Viking Q9 Ball National Championships from Northfield Billiards in Northfield, Ohio. My name is Joe Kerr. I'm a former executive director of the Men's Pro Billiard Association and was also president of Joker Promotions. And today I'm joined by my fellow guest commentator, a professional player, and a fine fourth place finish in this event, Mr. Chris Zuda from Canton, Ohio.
Thanks,
Chris,
Joe.
welcome to the match here.
Thanks.
We got a great matchup here with two hot shooting players here with Marco Marquez from Mexico originally, now living in Chicago, and of course Earl Strickland. You don't need to say much about Earl from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Like yourself, a legend.
Yeah, like myself. This format we're playing is a 9-ball, race to 11 on 4.5 by 9 diamond tables, and featuring Marco and Earl. And Marco won the lag and elects to break, and using the side roll break.
He's got a heck of a break, Joe. I'll tell you what, I just got done with a match with him. What you just saw right there, you're going to see through the whole match, and it makes him a big force in this thing. He's a corner ball making machine.
Well, exactly what we were talking about earlier. Earl came to me and said, you got to say something about this corner ball going on the break. And it did go again, and Earl has a hard time stopping these players from making it. However, when he gets up there, it seems that he has a hard time.
Took a big chance at that, and he's going to leave. The side pocket is not there, but kind of a funky combo. But yeah, that corner ball's a big force. If you know how to make it, it's deadly. Earl's taking a shot at this combo, I believe. Yep, went rail first.
Great shot.
That was a beautiful shot.
To start the match, Earl Strickland takes the first game.
That's a tough way to get the match started there. You gotta come with a long shot off the rail, cutting the one ball into the rail and then making the combo. That's a champion there. I was talking to some people in the crowd earlier, and because of Marcos and his break, even though Earl's technically the favorite if they matched up and played, Marcos is breaking so good, people were wanting to bet it even up.
Earl is switching shafts there on his cue.
Yeah. That almost looks like the new style of breaking tip on it, which is like a synthetic, but I don't know.
Damn right I do, but that guy says I ain't allowed to do that.
Earl, of course, known for his chatter with the crowd.
Yeah. Hopefully we got good audibles on
I
him,
think we're
because
picking him up because I can hear him on the on our ear mics. So
that makes it all the more fun to watch when you got somebody like Earl talking to the crowd.
Well, Earl did make the corner ball, but he does make one down in the. He made it down in the upper right-hand corner, so he's chuckling to himself because he's going through a time here with making that corner ball. I can't understand why everybody else makes it except him.
Really, you should introduce him as the third commentator of this.
He fits right in.
Yeah.
Earl's a great guy. He's a great player, many times misunderstood, but always wants to play hard and
fierce.
give his best.
Competitor.
Exactly.
See him in the finals, and it's like it's a scary thing.
Well, nobody draws the fans any more than Earl does, and You can see the nice crowd we have here in the audience starting to fill up now. This is the semifinal match. The winner of this match will then have to face Sean Putnam in the finals, and it's a true double elimination tournament, so the winner of this would have to beat Sean 2 sessions, race to 11, to win the championship, since Sean just defeated Earl on the winner's side.
Yep, Sean's hot right now. It's gonna be tough to do.
You played pretty good in that match over there. I watched you. Played pretty well. It's just that Marco is streaky, like you said. When he gets that break on, he's hard to stop.
Yeah, it was like 4-5, and then he hit me with a 4-pack, and then next thing I know, set's just about over.
Earl looks like he's off to
fluent.
the races already, huh?
He's fluent.
This is when he's dangerous here.
Yeah.
And with that 9-ball, Earl jumps out to a 2-0 lead. This is one of those matches that could take about 25 minutes maybe, huh? If he gets it going.
Well, I'd like to see a nice close match out of this.
Well, I would too, but you know, sometimes with Earl, you always don't get that. Yeah, your wishes don't always come true as well as he plays.
Yeah, earlier in the tournament, I had somebody breaking like a monster like this Marcos, and I got lucky enough to keep him in his chair, and that's a big key for Earl in this thing. If he can keep him from the break, you know, he'll get by. But man, if Marcos gets up there and gets comfortable breaking, he's going to string racks just like he strung racks on me and everybody else in the tournament.
Well, we got all the cameras going. We've got pretty good coverage here. Earl talking to the crowd. He's talking about that corner ball again.
Yep.
He started this in the last match with Sean, and is continuing over.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel for him because you know, I went through the exact same.
Oh, there he went. He made the corner
There it
ball
is.
and the 9
Yeah,
ball.
yep.
And the cue ball is
Is
slowly going to
close.
stop. And with that 9 on the break,
Yeah.
Earl makes it 3-0.
Can't mash a grape.
Can't mash a grape, Earl says.
He's something, eh? He's a character.
Oh boy.
I know J.R. Calvert in the last match was my co-host like you, and he had mentioned, he said, one thing a spectator once told me, we love to see him play, we hate to see him play, but it makes good theater, you know. It's like,
Oh yeah.
he just, you know, he's great at the game. You know, a lot of people don't like the antics, some people do, but I'll tell you one thing, it's never boring when Earl's
No,
there.
never boring.
And he'll pack the house for you.
Yeah.
A promoter and a tournament director's dream, you know.
Yeah, because he draws so well, and I mean, the tournament director's got to keep on his toes though, because he does all.
There it goes again.
Oh my.
And the cue ball scratches in the side. However, identical break to the last, and cue ball just squarely scratched in the side pocket.
Well, how this 9-ball spots up's a factor in the out. 2 to the 3, you might want to play the underside on that. But from there, it's wide open table. That 3-ball's the only issue.
Well, Marquez, great player, of course. He's 3 times U.S. Open bar table champion and international champion bar table player.
I've never seen him play bar
He
table.
was second place in that Legends One Pocket tournament too. So
Really?
he plays good
All
all
games,
games.
yeah.
Right after I became ill there in 1972,
Got a little fun.
he was
here.
playing in a lot of the events and was an underrated player at the time. However, his game's really improved. He told me prior to this match that he'd taken off a couple years, and now he's back playing, and he says he's playing better than ever. So he's gonna be tested here, that's for sure.
He looks smooth. That's 6-ball. I'm not sure if it's makeable in the corner pocket where the 4-ball is, but it's a big problem if it's not. I'll tell you what, both these guys, they have a real high level of intensity. You can see it in their faces.
Well, Marco, there's no give up in him. He's been in a lot of tough battles, and He's a seasoned player.
He going for the breakout here, and I think
However,
it
there
froze
he
up
went.
on that 9.
Yeah, he. I think he. This is close here. I can't tell. Maybe we can get a close up
Yeah.
of that cue ball and 9 ball. Can we zoom in on that?
Yeah, he was trying
Crew
to
and
nick the
trying-
bottom side of that 6 ball, and he ended up catching a
Let's
little
see if we
fatter.
can zoom. There we go. We're getting a nice tight shot.
Yeah.
It looks like he's stood up here. It looks like he can't hit the.
By the way he's acting, you can tell he's got a kick.
The left side. Having a hard time.
Yeah, he wanted to catch the bottom side of that 6 ball, but he ended up catching it fat, and he got punished for it. Just subtle little things.
And he kicks.
Kicked at it aggressive, and it's going to leave some
This is no bargain.
distance,
in
but it's getting
distance.
near the pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, Earl with his confidence right now. He's probably going to mop this up. Such a nice fluent stroke.
Well, he's such a natural rhythm player. He's always been that way. I've known him. Like I'd mentioned in one of the prior matches since he was 15. Used to see him in Durham playing players barefooted and 120 pounds.
I'll bet he was
I'd be on the road with my partner, and he was a terror. I mean,
he
just
had
a
to have been
kid.
a headache for all the local players when he was a
tremendous
15-year-old.
player. With that game, Earl right away is off to
4-0.
commanding.
Yeah.
4-0 lead, and we're only, 10 minutes into this match at the most.
Yeah.
That's how quick he can put games on you. Earl, of course,
9 ball in the break, and
2003 8-ball Pro Players champion, 5 times U.S. Open champion, 90, 91, 2002 World Pool champion. I mean, what can you say about Earl? He has over 100 pro careers, and just an excellent player, and one of those guys that can win anything, anytime, anywhere.
Yep.
Q-Tech Q's is a sponsor,
J&S.
and JS Sales.
Yeah.
And 19-ounce, 13-millimeter shaft he uses, and believe me, he can use it.
I don't know if you noticed this. He modified his Q-Tex where he took about 2 inches off the back side of them. And I saw that once from Pat Fleming. He did the same thing, had a Q custom made like that. And
Shortened it up a little, you mean?
yeah, that Q right there is a couple inches shorter than normal.
I'm looking at it now, and I see that. Huh.
Now what that does?
Pat used to play with a 54-inch cube.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was, we called it shorty.
Yeah.
And but I watched him run 100 balls one time with it, so.
Yeah.
And it was a one-piece 54-inch cube, off the wall.
Yeah, I know a little bit about cue building, and that will make a cue a little stiffer hitting because the weight in the back will give it the flex, and it's a good concept, but I don't see a whole lot of people playing with short cues.
Well, Earl has a little problem here. He's jacked up over the 8-ball. And what do you do after you make that 1? If you can make it for position on the
3 center table.
3.
It's basically a come shot. You gotta bear down, come with it.
Yeah, but it's hard to hold the ball to get shape. So he might just stall this a little. I don't know.
He's gonna squash. Played this safe. That was a smart way to address that issue.
Well, especially when you execute like this, but he did leave him the back row kick.
Yeah, which could be you could play it where it's defense, where you're having the speed where the cue ball stays down there and the 1 ball rolls up table, and there's a good chance you're either going to leave him no shot or a tough shot with that kind of mentality.
Speed is everything on this shot.
He ended up
Made the 4.
He ended up hitting it a little different than what I thought he would.
Well, now he's either safety. He's got to roll up against the 9, or he's looking at the 1. He's looking at either the 1-9 8 combo, or
the 9 goes.
yeah, it should go. So he's going to shoot this combo.
No, he's playing deep.
He was playing defense, and he didn't execute it well at all, obviously.
Yeah.
So
if Earl can't see this 8-ball carom,
well, if he'll probably he can see he'll thin the 1-8, yeah, and then shoot the one in the upper left-hand corner.
he played the defense. That's what I was gonna say. If he couldn't see that 8-ball, and he was gonna go straight for the defense.
He's mad because he didn't press him against that 8. Now he left him the back row kick.
Yeah.
However,
The top players will glue that on there too.
right, his safety play in the last match wasn't quite up to what I'm used to seeing from him. His execution on safeties hasn't been, quite as tight. And here he's got to be careful not to double hit this ball.
He'll get by this, but he's going to try and stick the cue ball and send the one up table, which he did really well.
Perfectly.
Basically put Earl in the spot where he's got to come with a shot. Whether it's defense or offense, this is no bargain. Leave it to me, have my cell phone turned on, middle of a match.
You're a rookie. Rookie guest commentator.
What are you going to do? All right. Now
Just teasing.
Now I'm ready.
Chris has done this many times. I'm just teasing him. He's a good friend.
I'll tell you what, this is a joy too, because I grew up watching Joe run the show, and I get to sit here and shoot the shit with him. This is nice.
Yeah, it was a while back, but we did have some nice tournaments at one time.
Yeah.
There near the end, before I got ill in '92, doing like 22 pro events. Places like the Glass City Open, for those of you who remember the Glass City Open in Toledo, the Lexington All-Star.
The Continental Inn, was it?
Continental Inn, the Governor's Cup in Columbus.
Yep.
We were doing the Caesars tournament, the ESPN. From Caesar's Palace, the Brunswick World Tournament.
Yeah. I think the World of Pool really, took a little hit once you end up getting ill, and it's a shame that not only you got to go through it, but basically the whole World of Pool got affected by it.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, but a lot of people it takes to keep this sport in the limelight.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do here with whirlpool.com is give the fans just one more avenue where they can access professional pool and matches and
with the internet, man,
it's great. All you have to do is go to www.whirlpool.com and you can pick up these tapes. The Patriot Cup we got from the best players from North and the South competing in Tampa, Florida, and the New York tournament, the World Summit Fury event, that's on there. The tournament we did at Fiddlesticks at your billiard room. Yeah, it's a beautiful room too, by the way.
Thank
you
you.
and your dad. That's
that was a hell of a shot right there.
That was unbelievable. Off the rail first.
Enough about us. How about Marco?
Wow.
Boy, that was a big,
made a great shot, didn't he?
He could get
and
back.
Look at this. He's like perfect on the 3 too.
Yeah.
And you just roll forward here, or you force it over to the for the 5 to go in the same pocket, probably behind it.
He's stroking it aggressive.
Yeah, he forced it over.
That was the right shot too, because it got delicate if you kind of floated in there. Got a nice angle. All he's got to do is get up there and get.
He's a little short here, shorter than you'd like to be.
It seemed like he put a nice firm stroke on it, but I've noticed this table is slightly downhill towards the rack, and the players will agree. But yeah, the players will all agree that this thing, if you're heading down towards the rack, it picks up speed, and if you go up table, it slows down a hair. And that's no good there. He got forced into a spot where he had to really make a great shot, and when you got wide open table, boy, it's almost a heartbreak when you get put in that spot. That was I think he was trying to play it off the top side of the 9. Mm-hmm. He's real good at that.
Hit it too full, and
cut a little.
Now he's got a tough shot on this 7.
you see him winding up. Boy, nothing but confidence on that shot. Little kill.
Yeah,
Kill
hit that with
inside
a little
English.
inside.
And these tables are
Killed it
really fast
nicely.
right now. So, shots like that, they may not look like a whole hell of a lot, but man, if you can come with that shot, makes the average player might be thinking about going up and down because it's so hard to hold. Felt's real fast. Well, Earl's pretty much taking a commanding lead in this set.
Did you hear that announcement that Mike Janis just made, our tournament director?
Yeah,
about turning off your cell phones?
Yeah, it's my fault. I'll take the heat.
Oh, well, we got to have a little fun. Well, I'm having a lot of fun here, seeing all my old friends.
Yeah, this is great
This
that
is
you got
great.
out here.
It was so great. Earl was, just, really pleasant, and all the players have come up to me, and it's been real nice. This is really enjoyable. Close to my home, too.
Yeah, we got to just put you in a little,
Give me
little capsule and
little-
just ship you from spot to
little
spot.
little go-kart.
Yeah.
Well, Earl made a good break
Hey,
here.
he mashed him.
But he has a tough shot on the one. But this is where he excels. He spins these balls real well, too, when he's cutting them in.
Yeah, the way he's shooting, I think he's going for this one.
By the way, that last game, Earl is in a commanding lead, 5 games to nothing right off the bat. So he's got the match ball in hand. It's tough to spot Earl Strickland 5 games in a race to 11.
Yeah, forget about it. And I'll guarantee you he wants to get back to play Sean again. Boy, that was a hell of a shot.
Yeah,
See, that's one of
Johnson. Look at this roll.
he got a bad roll. See, the
Now-
momentum of the set dictated where he was on offense there. Now, if it was a heated battle and it was like 4-4 or 9-9,
Now what do you do here? You curve around here, but then you got to escape this
he's
9
going
ball.
for the mass save. But
Looks like he's kind of massing around.
yeah, whether this pays
And
off
then,
or not,
see,
that
that's what I
9 ball,
said. That 9 ball had to go. He's going to run into it. And
he hit it good.
yeah, boy, he's got to come with it here, though. Look at this floor. Think he'll bank it or cut it.
I'll tell you what.
He's
That
playing
was
safe.
that was a good shot there.
Yeah,
And that's
just ducked.
and the non, like people maybe a step from professional, they get into that mode where they're on offense, like they cut that one ball in and then they spin cut that in. They're gonna try and mash that bank in, and it's just asking too much of yourself. But Earl was, seasoned veteran. He saw the opportunity to make a good defensive maneuver, and he took advantage of it.
And he executed that safety real well.
Yeah.
Now you know what happens. Marco kicks us in.
Oh, no rail.
Well, he got no rail. He hit
Yeah.
from behind it, but he didn't drive the 4
Now we got
or
rat-a-tat
the
tap.
cue ball to the rail.
Yep.
So now you got stop, go.
Earl's table demeanor is just so intimidating, People think this, like the pro players, that's like the apex of the sport is matching up with Earl. If you can beat him, and
You can beat anybody.
beat anybody, yeah. Even though like Ephraim's considered every bit as good, or like those are the 2 top
Well,
players. Earl's table.
I agree. As we see on the screen here, it's 6-0 Earl. I agree, but if you look at Ephraim's
He's smiling.
winning
and,
percentage, though, as compared to Earl, Earl really he wins a lot of tournaments.
Yeah.
And not that Ephraim doesn't. Don't get me wrong. Ephraim wins big tournaments too. What can you say? They're both world champions. They're both great players. I
But
mean,
personally, they're both a fear for me to play. But I think I'd rather play Ephraim just because
well, he doesn't have the break.
the break
for one thing.
but that tenacity.
Right.
You could see it
Yeah, that
in
bulldog.
Earl's eyes.
Yeah, take a pan at his
Yeah.
eyes. Look at
You
Earl.
could go up to Earl, man.
Look at Earl here. He's just really.
We're going straight to the break
yeah,
here.
we're going right to the break. Here, we got a little closer. See those eyes though?
Yeah.
On that break.
Let's see here.
Well,
So he
not
made
gonna be
one.
happy there.
So he didn't make
No,
anything.
he didn't make anything.
So he left Marcos the first, real easy out. Marcos might have had one chance earlier on in the match, but this is an easy opportunity. And it's even though it's 6-0, it's something to build on.
He's got to get out here. I mean,
Oh yeah.
this is just a must. He can't afford no mistakes from here on out.
Yeah. And he doesn't look.
Well, he just hasn't had that many chances either. I mean, really, if you look at the match, I mean, you know, Earl made it on a break, and then really fortunate that second time he made it, it scratched, you know.
He looks fairly composed for the heat that he just went through. Now this wasn't the greatest, but it'll do.
Yeah, you got to use a little low right and draw off this 5 to the side rail.
I think he can miss it.
Yeah, I think I missed the 7.
Yeah, just go straight to the short rail. And
Right, right off the side rail.
That was a nice
spin it
shot.
back.
See, this is great for Marcos because it gives him a chance to get his stroke opened up again. Bunch of
Now here I
wide open
noticed in a
table.
match prior, it looks like he's stroking low, and he went high at the last stroke. Went forward, but here I think he's drawn, yeah. But this is a, well, I don't know.
You can float the 7.
I know,
and
but
hit short
wouldn't you
rail and
rather
make-
just stop that ball and have a
Yeah, well,
little longer shot with a less angle?
exactly. He's going underneath it soft.
Yeah, he spun it
Playing
nicely.
two
and
rails.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah, that was definitely the right way to play that.
Well, no shutouts maybe. It looks like Marco is getting ready to put one on the on his side of the board. A little wobble there, but
Yeah.
got to feel a little heat out there.
Yeah, you know, like I said, it was good for Marcos to get a wide open table, get himself basically in stroke for the rest of the match.
Oh goodness! He almost missed that shot.
See, that's what sitting in the chair for 6 racks will
Right.
do to you.
You see, we have a pretty nice crowd here behind us here in our booth, and to the left and right.
I'll tell you what, this event's
Both
this
ways.
is a
really
peak.
turned out nice here.
Yeah, they did a great job with you know, getting the equipment ready and
Well,
a lot of fans and
Right. Northfield Billiards has to be, you know, commended for the job they did
Yeah.
here, and also Mike Janis and the Viking Tour.
yeah,
Thanks to all he does. I mean, it is a great little tour we got here.
yeah, and
And this championship match is real nice. Once again, the corner ball
yeah,
went in.
there's that corner ball, and
So,
you know, like I
and
said,
the 4 drops, so
he could get back in the set, even though it looks a little bleak at the moment.
Sure.
With a break like that, you could do anything.
well, 6 games to 1. He needs everything now. He's got to run out when the opportunities present, and this is certainly an open table, so he should be able to get out. But here he
Yeah.
gets out of line right away.
He's forcing himself to shoot a combination for his
Mm.
cash.
Well, I know he wasn't trying that.
No,
he wanted to,
no.
of course, play another.
You know, that one ball was kind of on the right-hand side of the pocket, and he had to maybe cheat it and draw back. But
Right.
he ended up catching it a little, you know, hitting it straight into the pocket, and the cue ball got away with him from him there, consequently. He's not afraid to shoot combinations, though, I'll tell you what.
Well, this is no hanger.
No. The only good thing is you can get the cue up table. Man, he rifled that in, eh?
Wow.
Yeah.
Battle.
Yeah. With
That-
authority.
Yeah, that shows, you know, a little something there, doesn't it?
Yeah,
When you're
yeah. With authority.
playing with Earl and you say, well, I'm not done yet, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it shows that you're not intimidated.
tell you what, that Marquez, I played him once before, and he beat me then too. But the intensity is the one thing I respect in these guys.
What do you feel that that's what's lacking maybe in your game a little?
Well, actually, I've been trying to learn from that. You know, like Earl, he's rushing around, you know, like real aggressive, like striding around the table, and you can see it in his eyes and all that. I've been trying to emulate these guys a little bit, and it's, you know, it's paying off a little bit.
Every time I see you play, I mean, you've improved, of course, immensely, and you're, you know, playing really well, and it's just those little things. When
it's
you
a
get
learning
down
process,
to the end,
you know.
When you get down to it, it's just those fine little things that happen in a match that you just got to carry yourself through. And
well, if you hang around the pro tour, you're going to learn a lot, and you're going to learn the right things. But if you hang around like a little corner bar, hanging around a bunch of people that don't know how to play pool, you're never going to get there. But you know, that's why these videotapes and this production's so important, because it's basically bringing them. Yep, there it is. Man, that break
just flew in.
Yep.
There's that break that you were talking
break
about.
Factor,
Comes into call, and with that 9 on the break, he cuts it in half. It's now 6-3, Earl Strickland.
Yep. Hey, like I was saying, these tapes they're almost like little cheat sheets, you know. Like, I'm out here paying the dues, but you know, the people at home, they can pretty much just rent these, and you can watch these guys and figure out what they're doing. And yeah, I learned a lot too. Me and like Niels and a bunch of other pro players, we watched the tapes.
Again.
Oh gosh, well, he didn't go, but how about making what, 3 on the break?
3 balls. So now, if he makes, I'll tell you what, if he makes his 3 up in the corner, he's got
it's a shootable,
some type of
spot.
4 probably goes, I think.
Yeah, the four niners.
Maybe we can zoom in on that 4-9 and get a look at it and see. Here we go, perfect zoom in. It looks like it would have to be the combination right here.
Yeah,
looks
the combo's on, but it's
would have to be, you know.
This is do or die though. Right
So
here.
this is the shot right here. You got to make this 3. Bear down. Concentrate on this 3.
Yeah, he kind of stared it on the tail end there.
He just he felt the pressure there.
Yeah.
It seemed like, didn't it?
Yeah, he chose the other, the do or die.
Yeah, this is Earl's gonna eat this up.
Yep. Sounds like a microphone went out. It's just me and you now.
It's just us. Yeah,
well,
there it goes. 4-9.
Yep.
I think it was the sound, the music went off in the building here, so that's what it was.
Oh, so okay.
And
So
with that
meanwhile,
win, Earl Strickland moves ahead once again, 7 games to 3.
Boy, and that match could have tightened right up there.
Sure,
if he would have got that
he would have just made the
4
3.
to 6. He's right in there.
Right.
Breaking. You know, now it's still looking like a runaway. Where, man, if he just rolled that 3 in. Earl's got the feel for that corner ball.
Well,
I'll tell you what, he learns. You know, he's sitting and watching these guys pound him with that corner ball, and he changed his break. The eye can't squash a great break.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's what he said earlier. You know, I follow Earl's career a little bit, but not real detailed. But, you know, I don't know if he's won a tournament on a diamond pool table. And if he has, it's been... Like,
yeah, he won. Lexington used to be played on diamonds.
He won over there?
Yeah, he has won there. He's won several events.
I know for a fact at least 90% of the tournaments he's won are on gold crowns.
Yeah, but
that's his home there. But these are tough tournaments for him, because I think he really he enjoys the pocket cut of a gold crown.
Well, that's what he grew up on.
Right.
He's used to playing with those. Diamonds haven't, you know, been around until about the last 15 years or so.
And then they've only been being used for like about 5 to 7 years. Like like a lot on tour, where
Correct.
before they were just kind of like,
Right.
you know, they were nice, but they were sort of a novelty. Now they're become a standard.
Right. Well, with that, Earl
7-3.
moves up 8 games to 3.
8-3.
And
I'm looking at the teleprompter there.
Yeah, it's 8 games to 3.
Earl says he learned the secret.
There he goes. 8 games to 3. There, we got it
Yeah.
corrected. No
Yeah,
problem.
There we go.
Easy enough.
So meanwhile, that match with Sean, you know, I was kind of partially watching because I was busy racking with Marcos over there.
Well, Sean's breaking him bigger than anybody. I mean, you talk
Yeah.
about Marco's breaking Earl, but no one's hitting him harder than Sean. He's making,
Right.
he's just powerful. I mean, he's a big man, and
Yeah. But
you
how
know,
about
he's
this? Now that
just-
Earl's learned the break,
Right.
I think if this happens to keep
Well,
going the way it's going to go, yeah, we're in for
you
a
can't
hell of a
count,
finals.
you can't count Earl out, and
No.
this is a true double elimination event.
Yeah.
So Earl would have to beat Sean 2 sessions
Right.
at the end. So
If he packs
that
a
first
break in
session,
his
that's gonna
bag,
be
he
a-
can do it though, and
that's going to be quite a session.
a little showdown there.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that you know, really, this set here, there's 5 games in the margin, and Marco he hit me with 4 breaking runs in my match. So to think he's not in striking distance is selling him short. But it just all depends on getting that opportunity at the table. He elected the push out, and he pushed in kind of a peculiar spot. It doesn't look like there's anything.
This is
You know,
tough.
Marcos just walks away
This
from
is
the
t-
shot without even any
This
thought
is tough
whatsoever.
here. Earl looks like he'll.
Like you
like-
might have to jump to get it.
No, he's
he
going-
can spin cut it, huh?
He's trying to make this one
Yeah,
in the
he's,
corner.
he's putting a lot of English
Look at
on this
this.
ball, like a lot.
Yeah,
of English.
he hit it bad there. That was tough. Earl's displeased.
Yeah. That was a good push because you know, he felt like he had a good shot at it, and after he, you know, shot's over, he was down on himself because he felt like he had a really good opportunity at it. But for a quality player like Marcos, just to give it up, obviously it was one of those spots where he felt he could do it, but the other player didn't. Well, if he
You know, you're talking about, you know, watching Earl. You were fortunate because I remember you coming to the Akron Open when you were
yeah.
12 years old.
Yeah,
I mean,
Troy Frank and I, we just sat and
you
we
guys
watched
sat
those
there,
guys.
and I'd bring in. That was a great little tournament, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Because,
you brought the cream of the crop in, and we got to just sit there
virtually
and take
every
it all in.
top player in the country played in that from
Yeah.
Earl at one time or another.
Yeah, it got a little.
Buddy Hall, everybody played there. The only guy I never had there was one player, and that was Steve Miserak. But
Steve Miserak,
everybody
really?
else, you name anybody, he was there
Yeah.
at one time or another.
Yeah, that got a little line on the color of money.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got a little blurb there
Yeah,
on the
that-
color of money.
That was a hell of a tournament, though. It
Akron
was.
Open champ. Well, there for a while, it was the longest running independent event in the country.
Yeah.
It's pretty good tournament. And then I ended up having it twice a year, the Akron Open, and we
Mhm.
went to the Ohio State Open
Mhm.
too.
Yeah,
So
that ran smooth too. You had it down to
featured-
clockwork.
Yeah, it was featured all of the top players, and it gave all the rest of you guys a chance to
Yeah, learn.
match up with those guys
Yeah,
too.
match
You used to
up, learn.
playing it, and
Yeah.
I mean, heck, the entry fee was only like $100 and a quarter or something.
Right.
And, it gave you a chance to match up and play with those top players at a young age. That's
Yeah,
invaluable.
That was a huge stepping stone in my career. Troy's too.
Right.
Troy Frank.
Sure, from this area, any of
Yeah.
the top players. That's why this is a strong area for
Boy,
pool.
that kind of skidded on him there.
It did skid, yeah.
But he was in a spot where he had to put a funny stroke on it,
Mm-hmm.
try and hold it. But man, that dove right into the rail. And Marco did not need this. He needs W's from here on out.
Now, these are the little subtle things Earl does. You see, press that ball to the rail so that he has a
Good
natural angle coming out. A little high left.
Yeah.
Float right down for the. Oh boy, look at this. Came up short.
He'll be all right. He'll be
But I
all
mean,
right.
he did come up short, you know. So, well, as usual, I see Earl makes the 9 and takes a lead from Marco Marquez, 9 games to 3.
Yeah. I made a
And
little.
once again, I see what's happening here.
I got a little sweat
I
bet
see
on
a
the
little
match.
sweat
and,
bet you got there, a little $70.
yeah. Well, no, my man wants to get out cheap, and I ain't having it.
Oh, you ain't selling?
No.
You're going for the full 100?
I got a horse in stride, and he wants me to pull up.
And he wants you to pull up
No,
for 70?
no.
He ain't going over there. He ain't throwing away 30
no.
like that.
No, I'm gonna tax him.
That'll buy me a breakfast, $30.
Yeah.
Half one,
Right.
maybe.
Oh, jeez.
9 ball.
Oh my gosh.
Right on the snap, he makes it in the crowd.
Yep, he's on the hill.
He's on the hill, 10 games to 3. And things look pretty bleak for Marco.
Yep. Here's another thing with somebody like Earl Strickland. You know, I played in a lot of matches through this tournament, and my guy would get on the hill a bunch of times, and I'm thinking, okay, he's on the hill, but there's that pressure being on the hill. And he might make a mistake, and he might let me in the door. And sure enough, it happened a few times. But with a guy like Earl, he's been in this spot pretty much every day of his life. And he doesn't act like that when he's on the hill. He acts, he's a closer. If he gets an opportunity up at the table, it's done. But you know, like I said, I'll play in these matches with other players, and I can maybe count on a mistake that'll get me in the door, but I just don't see it happening. All right. Let's see here. We got.
Well, we got a little bit of life left there. He's got to then cut this 2 in the side.
He's got to win this game, and then he's got to lay a 7-pack down.
Well, I just
To
want to
stun the crowd.
Right.
Stun the crowd, and
Well,
it'd make me
that would
it'd
stun
make
us
me
all.
eat that $30 I'm trying to pull away too.
Boy, would you be hot.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've seen crazier stuff.
Well, let me
Yeah,
just say
is
this.
no
If
good here.
this
This is no good.
if this ends up being the last
All right.
rack, I just want to say a couple of
Oh,
things. He
Got
did
there.
clear the 9 there.
Yeah. Down table.
It's a pleasure doing this match with you.
Hey,
Watch
thanks.
you from an early age. I've been friends with your father for years and years and years,
Yep,
and
it's the world
watched
of
you
pool.
grow, and you turned into quite the player, and it's just fun to be here with you, and I really enjoyed it. So
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
best of luck with you in any of
Thank
the
you.
tournaments you're playing in, and you're always a threat no matter where you go.
Yeah.
You're a up and comer.
I'd grind.
I know you do. Boy, that was a sweet shot,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think
You
that's
thin
down
cut
table
that.
here, though. This is down table, and
Now let's zoom in here and
he's-
see if we can
he's hooked.
see this ball, this 4 ball. I think he is hooked here, but looks like he's may not be. Yeah, he was. Well, Earl's gonna eat this up. This is,
This is what I was talking about. You know, he's a closer. Doesn't roll it in. He pounds it and goes 2 rails and looks confident as all get out.
well, it looks.
Yep.
We're gonna have to turn out the lights.
Yeah.
I mean, what could be better than watching Earl play and listening to?
He goes 2 rails
Oh my goodness.
and almost scratches.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, who put that pocket there?
Watching Earl.
I've never
and-
seen that pocket come
And
in.
listening to Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
In the background, mercy, mercy me.
Yeah, that would be the theme of this match.
And that's the theme of this match. And this is going to be the end of the
Well,
match.
he kind of.
But a great tournament for Marco Marquez, finishing
Yeah.
in 3rd place. Very good
Earl.
match. Excellent match.
Well, we got Earl and Sean coming up in the finals.
I'd like to thank the viewers. I'd also like to thank all the viewers out there
We're going to see if we can't get Earl to do a little...
who purchased this match. I do hope that you not only enjoyed the competition, but the new innovative DVD technology in presenting world-class billiards. We do hope you're using all your DVD features such as freeze frame and slow motion, and we hope that the quality and clarity of the DVDs are enjoyable to you. And they have no degrading over time and easy compact storage. So if you'd like more tapes, simply go to whirlpool.com or call 877-499-7111. And we're going to come back with a player interview with Earl Strickland in just a minute. So hold on, we'll be right back with Earl in a quick player interview. And then we'll be filming our final matches between Earl Strickland and Sean Putnam. We'll be right back with you. Can you hear me okay, Earl?
Yeah.
All right, great. I can hear you. Put that up there a little bit. Push that up to your mouth, the mouthpiece.
How's that?
That sounds great now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with our post-game interview with our winner, Mr. Earl the Pearl Strickland from Greensboro, North Carolina. Earl will be facing Sean Putnam in the finals, but stepped up his game here a little bit. I know he wants to get back at Sean here in the final match. Earl, great to see you again, and missed you all these years.
Yeah.
Pleasure to see you play again.
Yeah, I won my first tournament with you, didn't I, Joe?
I know you did. Yeah, that was Joe Burns in Dayton, Ohio, long hair. Bobby pins here.
Yeah.
I've got some pictures that I can blackmail you.
I know.
And you came right up after Dayton, and next week we did Akron, and you won that one too.
Right.
First two big tournaments you won. I was mentioning in one match. A lot of people don't know, but you were out there for about a year. You had a little tough time winning your first event. You had to learn how to play a little bit of those safeties in the event.
Yeah.
And it was just really great to, see you at a young age.
Yeah, I never forget what Joe Burns said. He said, "This kid, I don't know who you are, but ever who wins these tournaments goes on to be great players."
That's right.
And, he was kind of an ill-mannered guy. He didn't.
Well,
it was
Joe.
hard to get to know.
Joe was a character, let's say that. And he certainly, but one thing I remember Joe saying after you won that, he said, that kid's a champion. He says, nobody plays like he does, and he was right. Well, what do you think about this match with Marco?
The match I just played.
Right.
Well, I'm surprised. He hasn't played well on me both times I played him. He made uncharacteristic, simple mistakes, and that's been the difference in the match. I think I probably played a little better against him than I did Sean, but he gave me more opportunities, so that was the difference on that.
Did you feel like, you made it on the break, then you made it on the break again, scratched in the side. You kind of put a lot of heat on him, it seemed, and he didn't respond real well as he has been in some of his other matches. You could just see the pressure building on him.
Yeah, the tables are getting a little wet.
A little tough with all the people in here.
Yeah, the balls are skidding a little. The ball skidded on him a while ago. And I think that keeps you from playing your normal game. It's keeping me from playing mine because the table's kind of funny. It's got a funny roll in it, too, so.
Well, you seem to really pick up your game in that match. I just want to say congratulations. I look forward to seeing you in the finals. And, of course, you always do well at a Joe Kerr event whenever I'm involved. So I look forward to seeing you. It's going to be tough. You're going to have to beat Sean 2 sessions, race to 11, but it isn't anything you haven't done before, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's breaking the balls good. I didn't play well on him, but he actually, I would have had him 6-3, right?
With Sean, yeah.
Yeah, and then I made a little mistake. I rolled out and the ball curved when I rolled out, and then he's breaking the balls good, so it's going to be tough to beat him. He's breaking them better than I am. That's what I want to say.
The match we're talking about, that Earl's talking about, is the match that was on the winner's side, and Sean beat him to move him to the one-loss side. However, Earl then beat Marco, which you just saw. Now he'll face Sean again, and we'll be filming that. Once again, Earl, great to see you again, and congratulations on your win.
Thanks,
Look
Joe.
forward to seeing you in the final match.
Okay.
Play well, my friend.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's Joe Kerr for Whirlpool.com. Signing off, the Joker says, practice, practice, practice. Have a good time. Enjoy your tapes. And we'll see you at Whirlpool.com.